Hello, Taurus. This is Carrie from Celestial Forecasts with your love and life reading for the first half of April from the 1st all the way through the 15th. General reading as always. It's not going to resonate with every single person, so please do take from this what makes sense for you, release the rest. If you're interested in your own personal private reading at this time, all of that information is down below in the description box, and I'll include a list of all of the card decks that are used for this reading, Taurus. What I have done for all signs this time around for the first half of the month is I chose these two card decks to reflect the focus messages. This is a brand new deck for me. It's by Mystic Moon. It's called the Arrows of Love Oracle. So we'll grab some insight from here, and then we'll grab a card from the Love Compass Oracle by Luna Tide Love. All right, guys. So let's start. Let's take a look and see what needs to come through for this reading for you, Taurus. Angels and spirit guides, please, for Taurus. For cross watchers, anybody else who's been guided to tune in at this time. Let's grab your first focus message here. Guided to this one. Love, potential. Okay, so for those of you, of course, you're thinking about a particular person for this reading. Perhaps this is coming through to let you know that there is a potential for growth as far as taking things to the next level. This could be a new love. This could be a reconciliation for some of you guys. The potential to come back together and grow your partnership. So that's a beautiful card. We'll take a look and see how that plays a part in the messages that come through here for this reading. All right, so let's grab an additional card from this deck. Angels and spirit guides for Taurus. In love and life, first half of April. All right, I'm guided to this one. Reconnection, how fitting. This is a reconnecting or healing of a relationship. A connection is rekindling and reviving. This could be a relationship reaching a different level. Expect a healthy shift, change, or growth. They go together so incredibly well, Taurus. So this is coming through as your focus messages for this reading. They're both really nice. So let's take a look and see how the rest of this reading unfolds. Okay, so let's start with the Pining Rose Love Oracle deck by Calico Moon. But wow, those are really nice cards right there. The potential for growth, a shift, a change in your love life, certainly. All right, so let's see what else. And if there is a reconnection here, if there is the potential for growth, what this is telling us, of course, is that more than likely you guys are at a separation, you're at a distance, because with a reconnection, you guys are at a distance from one another. Okay, so the potential to come back together and grow this partnership. Okay, this flew out of the deck right here. Spy. So while you guys are at a distance, you might perhaps be checking each other out on social media, spying on one another from a distance. The next card is nostalgia, remembering the good times. This is very Six of Cups in energy. Cups is water, so for some of you guys, you might be focused on a Cancer, Scorpio, or Pisces for this reading. But this is truly going back in time and remembering things that have happened in the past. Typically, happy memories is what we tie into when we're in this space of nostalgia. There's an innocence about it. There's beautiful memories tied into that nostalgia, remembering the happy times, the connection, the intimacy. This is the next card. I'm lost without you. This is how they're feeling, Taurus. And perhaps for some of you guys, you resonate with these messages as well, that you feel lost without this person. Dancing through my dreams is the next card. You guys might actually be dreaming about each other, seeing each other in your dreams, in each other's dreams. We do have past life coming through next. So you and this person, Taurus, could have connected in a past life. Tying up the loose ends in this lifetime, perhaps. reconnecting in this lifetime, giving your relationship a chance to grow and develop into something beautiful. Okay, so let's add some Mystic Moon oracles to this, and let's see what else needs to come through here. Angels and spirit guides focusing on Taurus in love and life for the first half of April. Please bring it forward for me. What else do we need to know here? We have cycles. Cycles perhaps need to come to completion. Something needs to phase out when it comes to this connection in order to make way for this growth, to create ascension in the partnership. We do have abandoned energy here. It is falling right below nostalgia. So perhaps it's you, Taurus, that abandoned this connection. And of course that could be reversed, and it's the person that you're focused on who abandoned you or made you feel that way, walked away from the partnership. We do have that dark night of the soul energy coming through here. So perhaps, and this is coming through for some of you, this is simply what I'm picking up off of here, because we do have feminine energy from that nostalgia card, female figure, and then we have a male figure here in this dark night of the soul. So it could be my masculines who are in that energy going through something dark and heavy at this time. And part of the reason why that is more than likely because you guys are not together, and that's what's contributing to that depression that they might be going through, that darkness that's enveloping them at this time. It is falling right below, I'm lost without you. And perhaps for my feminines, you represent the light, and without you, they're just completely saturated with this dark energy. We have barrier. So there's some sort of blockage here, perhaps in communication, certainly in interacting at this time, especially if somebody is coming through with that dark night of the soul energy. They could be putting up their defenses, their walls, just wanting to be left alone perhaps, or just wanting to create distance between the two of you. And it could be my masculines who could have abandoned the feminine. So not only do we have a barrier here, but we also have the pause card coming through, letting us know perhaps that it could have been, for some of you, the feminine could have put up this barrier. It really depends on how it's playing itself out in your situation. But with that pause card represented right here, there's no movement. You know, we've got masculine energy from this card, we've got feminine energy from the pause card, and right between the two is this barrier. So right now there's not a whole lot of movement, but the focused messages that came through is letting us know that there is a chance to reconnect later on down the line. Okay, so let's add some additional insight here from tarot. Twin Flame Journey Tarot here. And of course, you don't have to identify with a twin flame connection. That's just the name of the card deck. So angels and spirit guides for Taurus, please, in love and life for the first half of April. What else do we need to know here? What's up with this barrier and the abandoned card? What caused the breakup here? We have Judgment, which is all about karma review here, Taurus. So with the Judgment card, it is picking up off of fire energy. So some of you might be dealing with a Leo, an Aries, or a Sagittarian. This is a spiritual awakening right here. This is resurrection, perhaps towards that reconnection in this partnership. It's a spiritual calling, a higher calling for both yourself, Taurus, as well as the person that you're focused on for this reading. There's some sort of passage that you guys need to go through to create transformation in this relationship. it is falling right below cycles. So there's one phase of your lives that need to come to an end because it wasn't working the way it was going before. And so you have to create this transformation in the partnership to evolve from where you guys have been. Whatever issues you guys had going on, you can actually resolve that. Because the Judgment card, you know, it's like a wake-up call that it's giving you and your relationship. And if you don't pay attention to that, then it could actually be a missed opportunity here. The Judgment card is somebody who is wanting reconciliation, somebody who is wanting to be forgiven for what they've done. It is a need to... It's interesting because, like I said, the Nostalgia card, it's focusing on the past, remembering what happened in the past, typically happy memories. And the Judgment card is all about evaluating that past. Is it worth revisiting? And I feel, based off of the focus cards that came through here, it absolutely is worth going back to. So the Judgment card is the need for forgiveness, the need to accept things for how they are, because it is what it is. You can't go traveling back to the past to change what's happened. It's a done deal, especially if the past brings up painful memories. Yes, there are happy times connected with nostalgia, but I feel part of the reason why somebody's in this dark night of the soul energy might be due to something difficult and painful that happened either in their own life or between the two of you. So there's a need for healing energy here in order for you guys to get rid of this barrier and move forward together to reconnect and to allow your relationship once again to bring about growth. You know, that card, it's all about potential in your love connection. And there are changes that need to happen here. Cycles need to phase out in order to make room for the next phase of your life, of your journey. This is the need to take your time, however. There's no need to come up with some rushed decision to come back together. There's no need to make any sort of hasty decisions here. Part of this cycle, you know, it's going to take its time phasing out. You can't rush that. You can't rush the healing journey. But it is indicative of things getting better here for the two of you. As long as you're coming from a place of honesty and the truth, you're good to go. You know, as long as you're willing to bury the past and leave it where it is, create new memories, create better memories, to start fresh and have a new beginning, you guys are golden. You're on a good path, you know? The next card after that is the Chariot. We do have a Tower moment here, which I feel has already happened, which is why you guys are in separation. The Tower moment could have certainly impacted the masculines especially. It's falling right below that dark night of the soul where they are feeling completely lost without you. This could have come out of the blue too, totally unexpected turn of events here when it comes to this partnership. But with the Chariot right next to it, this is movement. This is triumph. This is a happy future. This is very successful right here. The Chariot card typically is Cancer. So for some of you, it could be a Cancer that you're focused on here. It's beautiful energy with that Chariot card. And I just noticed you guys have 3 major arcanas, one right after the other. And I'm looking at the next card, which is Strength. This is unbelievable. You guys have the High Priestess right after that. And the last, well, I'm going to pull this one. Okay, we've got the Death card and then followed by the Sun. Unbelievable. Truly unbelievable, because every single one of these tarot messages, Taurus, is a major arcana. You're in for some major changes and better times ahead in your life. With this Death card, you have to allow whatever needs to come to an end to come to an end. so that you can have a new beginning. And so that's where all of these cycles are tied in together. With the High Priestess, it's the need to tap into your intuition, pay attention to that, follow your gut. With the High Priestess, it's also a waiting period, so there's not a whole lot going on there by way of movement. So yes, we've got movement coming from the Chariot, but perhaps for some of you guys, you might need a little bit more time before that movement can come in, because the High Priestess is falling right below that pause card. And then we've got the Strength card here, which is typically Leo for some of you guys. It's falling right below Barrier. This is all about tapping into your strength. Perhaps you've forgotten, Taurus, how strong you actually are. And strength, it comes in so many forms. Yes, of course, our physical strength. But I feel your mental, your spiritual, and even your emotional strength has been tested by this partnership and life in general. That's what's contributing to these barriers here. And you as well have been affected by that Tower. But remember, with a Tower moment, it gives you the opportunity to start building a stronger foundation for yourself. The way I interpret it is that it flatlines things in your life that don't belong there any further, so that you can create something better. Not just your love life, but just life, period. It's a divine intervention. You know, it's almost like you just keep living your life and running into one challenge after the other, and the universe steps in and says, you know what? It's time for you to have this divine intervention. It's time for you to have this miracle come into your life to almost save you from self-sabotaging yourself, perhaps, which is what's contributing to that barrier. But you're going to be fine. You've got the energy of the Chariot, which is triumphant, and then you've got the energy of the Sun, which is beautiful. It's illumination, and again, a reference to growth here. It's the most positive card in tarot, as you more than likely know by now. More fire. I mean, it's more fire energy with that card. Happiness, very happy energy. Letting you know that you can find joy in your life, in your love life. If you've had some health issues, the Sun is shining down on you, letting you know that your vitality, your well-being, your good health, it's coming back. This is illumination. This is contentment in your life. For those of you guys who've possibly thought about furthering your education, going back to school, learning something new, that as well is part of the energy of the Sun, is tapping into your education and perhaps finishing what you started. It's all about unions and even the potential for marriage. So it's beautiful energy here. Every single card here. Major Arcana. Amazing. So I feel here, Taurus, that your life is about to take a turn for the better. Well deserved. And for some of you guys, I just feel like you've been waiting for this for quite a while. Hasn't been an easy journey, but you're on your way. You definitely are on your way. And you can remove this barrier for yourself. You can open up this door and start opening up brand new doors and new possibilities and opportunities in all areas of your life. Certainly in regard to your love life, because we have potential and a reconnection that is coming in for you. But I feel your person, the individual that you're focused on for this reading, they need to do a little bit more work on themselves in order to help you remove this barrier, because it takes two people. It's not just meant for one person to do all that work, certainly not just on you, Taurus. They need to be able to put in the effort to do that too. Okay, So let's add to this with some romance angels here. Angels and spirit guides, please, for Taurus. In love and romance for the first half of April. That is so amazing, though. Every card is a major arcana. Angels and spirit guides for Taurus. Worth waiting for. It absolutely is. So allow these cycles to do what it needs to do. The Death card, transition, endings, new beginnings. Divine timing is at play here in your love life. So you got to have patience. And as it's already come forward with that past life card, we have another one confirming that for some of you guys, past life relationship, you've known each other before. And so you've connected in a past life already. And so you guys are reconnecting in this lifetime to finish perhaps what you started. And it's so fitting how we have this card as a focus message. Reconnection. Healing of a relationship. Express your love. Go ahead and make the romantic gesture. Somebody needs to take that first step. And when the time is right, I feel perhaps your person might finally be able to reach out to you and let you know what's been in their heart all along. For some of you who are single that are tuning in, we do have new love, the potential for love to come into your life. For some of you, this reconnection could be someone from your past that perhaps you never saw them as a romantic interest, but they come back into your life if you guys have been estranged or if you haven't seen each other for a while, and you just see them in a different light, and all of a sudden perhaps they could be a romantic interest for you. That's one interpretation of that. And the new love card could also be a second chance at love through this reconnection, a second chapter, a new beginning in love with your person. Really nice. All right, so let's set that aside and let's grab some dialogue messages here, Taurus. Okay, so let's grab the Divine Love and Separation deck. We'll grab a few from here, take whichever ones resonate with you and your person. So for the viewer, for Taurus, what is your person feeling? What is in their heart space? What are they thinking when it comes to this connection? So we'll grab a few and let's take a look and see. For Taurus, and love and life, there we are. And let's grab this bottom card. All right. Your person has a lot to say here. Whoops. Okay. Let's start with this one here. The longer time passes, the more I start to doubt, which is why we've got somebody who's in this dark night of the soul energy and why we have a barrier. And that's just something that they're going to have to work through. That's a part of their own work that they need to put in for themselves, which is why there is a need for patience here to just see this through, because it is worth waiting for. That did come forward. Next message, I fear the unknown. And that as well is what's contributing to this energy. They might be very depressed, very anxious, just tapping into very uncertain type vibes when it comes to the connection, especially if you guys haven't talked in a while. They're unsure about what the future might hold. Perhaps they're afraid of rejection. Okay. Next message. Would we be able to recover what once was lost? And yet they are coming through letting you know, I'm lost without you. So they have a lot of doubts. There's a lot of what if thoughts going through your person's head, Taurus, and you might even be feeling this way as well. Next card. I'm aware that I need to modify my behavior before I return. Yeah, they do. They've got some work to do on themselves. Next message. I read our text messages I read our text messages for comfort. So they still have past conversations that you guys have had, reminiscing, and that's where this whole nostalgia card is picking up off of. Remembering the good times, great conversations that you guys have had. All right, next one. We both need to purge past toxicities out of our system. Yes, you both have work to do on yourself. And so that's a part of these cycles that are being represented here. And also tapping into the death card, that transition and transformation that needs to happen here. Leave the past where it is. Whatever toxicities are attached to the past, you need to let it go. Okay, last one. Oh, wow. Returning. Look at this. Don't be upset with me. I'm coming back. They're coming back, Taurus. When the timing is right, they're coming back to you. All right, guys. So let's add a little bit more dialogue here. Still focusing on your person, Taurus. This is the You Have My Heart, Soul, Lovers, and Separation deck by Angelic Revelation 144. So continuing to focus on your person. Let's grab a little bit more dialogue here to add to this. Especially if you guys have been in separation for a while. This is giving your person the outlet to be able to communicate whatever it is that they need to say. For Taurus, please, angels and spirit guides. Let's grab this bottom. Okay. All right, here we are. First one. I swear you get more beautiful every day. With age, you refine and blossom like fine wine. You are absolutely stunning inside and out. So they still find you incredibly attractive. I feel they always have been. And they still are. You're beautiful, not only on the outside, but the inside as well. They love you, all of you. Next message. I am planning a surprise engagement. I want to ask you to marry me. Will you say yes? Oh my gosh. That's a beautiful card. And the energy of the sun. It's mergers. It's marriages. Certainly the potential for a proposal of marriage coming in for some of you. So that's beautiful. Next message. You are never alone because I am your shadow. When you cry, I embrace you in spirit. When you are sad, I will help remind you to smile. I'm always there with you, even when you don't see me. And what this reminds me of too, this dark night of the soul, you know, this person is in the shadows. They don't want to be seen because they know that they are going through a lot right now. But they're coming through with this message to let you know that they're there for you always, even when you don't see them, because right now they are in the shadows. And perhaps for some of you guys, part of the reason why they abandoned the connection might be due to the fact that they felt broken, that they just couldn't offer you what it was that you deserved or needed. So this might not even be about you, Taurus. It's about them and their journey and what's going on in their heart space, and the fact that they know and are recognizing that they need to work on certain aspects of who they are to be a better partner for you. So maybe they had to leave for their own ascension so that they can come back to you as a better person. Next card. I love the sound of your voice. I hear you speak with me telepathically, and in dreams, I long to talk with you again. You guys are connecting energetically here in the fifth dimension, in your dreams. We already have that reference here. Dancing through my dreams. All right, last one. I didn't know what love was until our fated meeting. I pray that God will unite us soon because you are my destiny. I love you till the end of time. Oh my goodness, this card. Beautiful. You know, it wasn't an accident that these two focus cards came through in the way that they have. Love, potential, growth, reconnection. Expect a healthy shift, change, or growth. There's a reason why that's coming through in the way that it did, and why we've got all of these major arcana cards coming through here. Wow. All right, guys, so let's add some Lover's Oracle to this. Angels and spirit guides, please, for Taurus in love and life for the first half of April. Please bring it forward for Taurus. Well, let's grab this bottom of the deck. We have playfulness coming through here. Laughter is the best therapy. Have some fun together. And remember, love is the greatest healer. And I feel when you guys are together and spending time with one another, Taurus, you guys have truly this very playful energy between the two of you. Lots of laughter. Lots of fun energy interacting with each other. You can have that again. And this was the bottom card. Look inside yourself. Examine what is causing you to feel this way. And if you happen to be masculine tuning in, and if you resonate with this dark night of the soul energy, it's time for you to really do some self-examination as to why are you in that dark night of the soul energy? Why is this barrier here? So you got to really be honest with yourself as to why things are the way they are and why you feel a particular way when it comes to this connection, because you are ultimately the only person that can answer that question. Okay. All right, guys. So I'm going to grab some additional messages from the angels. This doesn't always pertain to your love life, but this is, after all, a love and life reading. So let's see what the angels need to communicate to you for the first half of April. Angels and spirit guides for Taurus. Please bring it forward. All right, we have Fiona. We have Azure, and then we've got Francesca. All right, let's start with Angel Fiona. Now that you've asked the angels for help, be open to receiving divine guidance and assistance. You deserve heaven's help, and that help is on its way. So have patience when it comes to that. Pay attention to the path that you're on and where you are being divinely guided by the angels. Because sometimes when we are resistant to change, if we are resistant to allowing one cycle of our life to come to an end, then we are actually putting up this barrier for ourselves. And if that's what you're doing, Taurus, then that's something that you need to work on, and Angel Fallona is here to help you with that. All right, this next card. Your desired outcome will occur in the very near future. Have patience and faith, and don't try to force it to happen. It's on its way to you. You just got to hang tight. Remember, especially in your love life, it's worth waiting for. And with the High Priestess, there's a waiting period that is coming through from that. And so, yeah, you got to have patience to see this all unfold. You got to believe. You have to tap into your faith and know that what's meant to be yours will be yours, and it's on its way to you. And then we have the message from Angel Francesca. What do you desire right now? Visualize it and it will come about. Negativity will block your progress. So get rid of any sort of negative baggage that you might be attached to when it comes to your experience, your journey, the past. Let it go and welcome in the energy, the amazing energy from the sun. In love, I feel that you've got some surprises on their way to you, Taurus. In life, you're going to be very happy, very successful. Just trust in the journey, the path that you're being guided towards, truly. Okay? All right. Some final messages from the guardian angels here to close this out. Angels and spirit guides, please, for Taurus. In love and life for the first half of April to close out this reading. For Taurus, please. We have judgment, and then we've got opportunity as the bottom card. All right. And isn't it interesting because we already had the judgment card come through? Karma review. All right. Judgment. Let go of your fear of being judged. You are good enough. It is time to unlock all that you have kept safely locked away in your heart. Your true essence and potential have been restricted by structure and method for long enough. There is no right or wrong. Just be you. Just be yourself, Taurus. And you will have what's meant to be yours. Bottom of the deck, opportunity. Wondrous possibilities and opportunities await you. Stop dwelling on past mistakes. Surrender the past lovingly. There is nothing to regret. All is always in perfect and divine order. Everything that you've ever experienced has helped you in some way. The past is behind you. The path ahead is clear. Move forward joyfully and fulfill your heart's desire. What a beautiful message to close out this reading, Taurus. And it's such a fitting message coming through for you for the first half of April. It's amazing. All right, guys, so that's where I'm going to leave this one. I do hope that you were able to resonate with this and that it helped you somehow. If you're interested in your own personal private reading, all of that info is down below in the description box. And I will be back real soon, guys, with more readings for you. Thank you so very much. Stay safe out there, and I'll see you real soon. Take care.